Digital art education. What is digital art exactly? Well, it's any artwork that uses digital technology, and it comes in many forms. Perhaps photo manipulation, or maybe the digital recording arts, or even digital painting. And how is this relevant to us? It connects us in more ways than we know. Through websites like SoundCloud, we share each other's music. On DeviantArt, we can view and even pay for other people's art. Digital art lets us share our world, our love, our moments, and even our ideas. And so I developed these burning questions. Is digital art something worth learning? Are schools willing to embrace this new train of thought? And how will schools provide this instruction? As I believe every student should have a chance to experience digital art. But what is the background to this subject? What are schools doing about this? Some schools are incorporating digital art into their art curriculum as they move away from some of the traditional means. Some researchers have found that by incorporating digital art into the curriculum, they can foster intrinsic motivation. As our society changes, so must our learning outcomes. For my research, I cast my net wide to the World Wide Web. I first went to my friends on Facebook and asked for help from them. Then to Twitter, and using hashtags I got help from them. And then to Google Plus and sharing it with my circle of friends. I also went to Reddit and asked for help from the teachers section. And finally, I went to my personal learning network and my peers from my school. But who was allowed to participate in this study? I allowed anyone with access to the link to be able to do the survey. As well, they had to agree to the terms and conditions so that they'd be assured that no harm would come to them and that they would stay anonymous. For my method of investigation, I used Google Drive and some of the tools that they offer so that I could create a survey. I then organized the data using more tools on Google Drive. As well, I created a Wordle to bring out the big ideas and concepts. So what were my findings? What did people have to say about this idea? The first big concept that comes out of this data is the importance. And people believe that digital art is very relevant. As well, people believe that digital art is a legitimate form of artwork. As well, I found that people believe that art classes are extremely important. As well, I found that people want digital art taught in schools. My next set of questions involved asking people how we implement this. People want to provide teachers with the support they need. And how will we go about allocating our time if we need to take time to teach the new digital art mediums? My conclusions and recommendations. Society is changing, and computers that used to take up a full room now fit in the palm of your hand. As technology changes and grows at amazing levels, so does our art. We can see a shift from the traditional mediums to these new and enhanced digital mediums. And like us, art evolves. And people truly believe in the power of art. So what are my recommendations? My first recommendation would be that schools start implementing digital art mediums into the curriculum, as it can only enhance their education. As well, this prepares them for the future, as we have no idea what our world will look like in 15 years. So what we need to be doing is implementing the changes now. But how does the school go about doing this? We could start by providing our teachers with training, or schools could hire new digital arts specialists. But the problem is, how do we allocate our time so students and teachers can learn the new mediums? One suggestion was that we decrease the amount of days that students have off. Another suggestion is that we take time from other classes, or have special workshop days for students and teachers, or even have cross-curricular integration with digital art. Because kids love art, and they love technology. So let's start planning for the future, and let's start today.